Hello and welcome back to Darshan Dev. I'm Darshan and this is our 6th video in the Hotel Management System series. And in this video we are going to implement Django OAuth into our system. So here you can see in the command line here that I have branched all-auth over here. So all-auth is the name of my branch, and I've shifted to the branch get checkout all-auth. So when I do get status, what I get is on branch all-auth, nothing to commit. That is, I'm on this branch. Okay, so to install all-auth, we just search all-auth in Google or somewhere, and then you get to this page, that is django-allauth.readthedocs.io, and in there you get all the instructions that you need. Actually, all-auth is the best package if you want to implement social authentication as well as the local authentication on your web app. So you basically have to do pip install Django OAuth, and if you don't know what I did with Git branching over there, I'll just link in the I button up there the Git and Github crash course that I have made. Go through it once and you'll get to know all of it. And now we go over there and see. So it gives that Django template context processors dot request. This should be there. All-auth needs this from Django, but as I've noticed, Django newer versions already have it in them. The thing that we need to add is authentication backends. That's the part of all-auth that we need to specify in our settings.py. So let's open our settings.py and we'll add this below middleware. Okay, authentication backends. So after middleware, hit enter, and you have to remove these dots and save it. And then the next thing that you have to add is these 5 lines, that is Django contrib auth, Django contrib messages, Django contrib sites, but I think a few of those are already there, so we'll have to check which are there and which are not. So I'll copy those and go to my installed apps and leave a line empty and paste them there. So auth, messages and sites that we had copied, messages is already there, auth is already there, but sites is not there. Okay, so I'll delete the extra auth and messages that I have added. Sites is all we need, and I'll add a comment here saying this was added from Django OAuth. Okay, so these are my app, this is from Django OAuth, and I save it. So now we come down here. This is all for the social account providers. Okay, so if you want LinkedIn, this is LinkedIn. If you want Google, it's Google. Then you have a plethora of those, just these many. You can choose any of them, and when you choose one like Google, this is an example here, you have to go to the specific settings and implement them. Like if you go to Google all-auth, Google it over there, then you will get how to configure your Django app to use Google all-auth, not all-auth, OAuth. OAuth is the technology that most of them use. Actually, Google uses OAuth too. And this is one important thing, site ID 1, don't forget that. And then we have to include our URL, this path in urls.py, and then we have to migrate. That's it with the installation of Django OAuth, and then we can use our all-auth templates and the logic behind all-auth into our app. So let's paste site ID 1 over here, save it, and okay, our URL configuration, that is include all-auth.urls. This can be anything, but accounts a good one. So go to URL patterns, the main one, and below hotel add another one, that would be account slash, and it would be include, as we had seen there, all-auth.urls, and I save it. Now when we go here, that's all we need to do, just migrate and we'll be done. So I'll use the Django shortcut, that is Django mm. Actually we don't need mm is if we make a model change and then we have to make the migrations for that. That's for Django make migrations. We just have to do Django m, and it's applying all the migrations that it needs to apply. Then we can run Django r, and I'll show you our Django all-auth. Go to your localhost 8000, and now you see here account slash. Okay, now when you type accounts, you will get all the what do we say, URL patterns that are inside accounts. So you have accounts sign up, accounts login, accounts log out. There are many of them: password change, password set, inactive, email confirm email, then password reset done, password reset key, all of them. But right now we are concerned about login and log out. Account slash login, just go there, but it will redirect to profile because we have already logged in, right? I'm logged in as DKD. So when I go to log out, it should display me the page. Okay, I'll press sign out and I've logged out. And now if I go to login slash accounts slash login, I can sign in from here. I don't need to go to what do we see there, admin site. Now I can log in from here, log out from here. And now what we're going to do is simply, as you might have seen here in hotel, in templates, we have this booking list in here, and this booking list should display the bookings for owner. For the hotel owner, it should display all the bookings, right? And for a particular user, it should display only the user's bookings. That's what the logic we are going to apply now in our views.py. Let's go there, and that's going to be in our booking list. So we are going to check if our user model is staff or not. Okay, you can also do it if it's super user or not, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. When we go to Django docs, you can see, if you Google Django default user model, you can go over here and check out what all things the model has. Yeah, so our user model has username, first name, last name, email, password, groups. You can sort people into groups which use your app, and then you can manage the permissions that you give to those groups, and just sort people into groups and manage them that way. Or you can use this is staff boolean too. So if user is staff, then do this, or if user is not staff, then do this. You can use is active, you can use is super user. So by default it has many things that we get, just out of the box, so it's great. So let's use this is staff. Okay, now we come in our code editor, and then we will define the get query set method over here. So define get query set. It will take in self, args and quargs. And here we will check for our users is staff status. So we will do a if. So if self.request, and remember it should be self.request if you are using a generic view like list view or detail view, then it should be self.request, not request. So self.request.user.is staff. So this is going to return either true or false. So let's say it is staff, like I am DKD, I am the super user, then it's gonna return true. A super user is also staff. Okay, so staff is basically someone who can use the admin side, has the permission to use the admin side, and self.request.user.staff is returned only for the staff people. And so if you're from staff, it returns true. If you're not, if you're a customer and you have come on this page, it will return false. Okay, so for booking list, if the user is staff, then we will get the query set as not room booking list equals booking.objects.all, and then we will return booking list. Else, actually you don't need else here because you're returning here, but I like to be explicit. Explicit is always better than implicit, so make your code as readable as possible, as simple as possible. So if you're just a normal customer, then I'll get the booking list for you where only you have performed the booking. Okay, so booking.objects.filter user equals self.request.user, and then I'll return booking list. And now whenever we log in, whenever we go to our booking list page, if we have logged in as our admin or anyone with the is staff status, which we can set in the admin side, and if we go there, we will see all the bookings. But if we just log in as a customer, like if we register a new account with the Django OAuth functionality, then we'll just see the bookings that we have made, and we'll now see how it works. Oh, but before that, let's activate our virtual environment and then start our Django server. Let's open a browser and go in there. So now we are in our browser. Let's open up our room list, or not room list, our booking list. Oh, typo. So DK has booked this, but we cannot check it yet because we just have one account, that's DKD. So instead of that, I'll make a new account, and whenever you make a new account, that's basically a customer account. Okay, to make a new admin account, you have to make it through admin panel. So we go to not login, we go to sign up, account/sign up. As you can see, the number 6 over here, and if you're already logged in, it will redirect you to profile, account/profile. We'll make a profile view later, or else redirect to some other page. So account/sign up. I'll have to log out first. And this is a great thing about Django OAuth. It handles everything for you, like those redirects. I would have to write them manually otherwise. Account/sign up. So I'm gonna put username as customer1. Email address would be something like anything, and password 123456. No, but you cannot put such passwords. Django OAuth or Django in general will check for it. Okay, put something like anything that you can remember, but okay, let me think. So I'm going to put a password. I'll sign up. Oh, connection has been refused. Why? Let's check what's the problem over here. Okay, okay. Okay, the thing is that it's related to socket.py. You understand? I mean, whenever you have socket.py, understand it's something about sending messages or connections. See this message.send? It's about sending confirmation message. And until and unless you have set up some email configuration in our settings.py, it's not supposed to work, right? So go to your settings.py and we will do some email configuration over here. So I was right, the error was simply with our email backend, which we hasn't set up yet. And you simply have to paste this line in there. That's email_backend, all uppercase, equals django.core.mail.backends.console.email_backend, and you can replace this console with SMTP to set up an actual mail server. But right now we just want to print out the mails, confirmation mails in our console. So we do Django core mails backends console.email backend. Okay, we save it, and then when we go to our page here, I would also want to say that I've already registered as a user. So apart from DKD, we have customer 1002, and I'll put in the password, and then I will sign in. So it redirects us to profile. It means that we have signed in as customer 1002. Now I will go to booking list, and as we can expect, it should be empty. Okay, so when we go to our booking list, it returns empty. And now when we go to our DKD, it will return all of our bookings. But before we do that, why don't we just book something and try, right? It's not /book. I think we forgot to remove it. I'll go to room list, and then I'll book a Queen Suite from today to tomorrow. Book the room. Okay, customer 1002 has booked, and we also have to work on this view, but we'll do that later, right? For now, let's go to booking list and check it out. We should see this entry, and yes, we do see it, but we don't see any of the other entries like DKD's entries and all, because this is just a customer, right? Customer should see only one's own entries. That's what the logic here says. Like if you are a customer, that's if you are not staff, then you're gonna see only user self.request.users booking list. So only your own booking list, not others, right? So that's how we make it. And now we are going to log into our DKD and see if we get this customer 1002 booking, and we should get it because DKD is the admin. So I'm gonna log out. That's accounts logout, and now I'm gonna log in, and this time log into DKD, and yeah, I'm logged in. It redirects to profile. So now if I go to booking list, okay, booking list over here, we have all of these bookings, and what do you see? Finally we get the customer 1002 booking. So since I'm the hotel owner, I see all the bookings, not only mine but others too. So that's how it works. So let's do one thing. Let's stop our server and make our commits and merge our branch. Okay, so this is going to be a short GitHub tutorial over here. So what are we going to do is check git status. It's going to return settings.py, urls.py and views.py are changed. So I'm going to do git add all, that's git add dot, so everything will be added. If I check git status, it will show everything in green. So these are in the staging area, so it means that they are just packed and they need to get dispatched. So basically I'm going to do git commit -m, and I'm going to pass in the message that I have added all-auth and managed booking list permissions. And as I always say, you should have descriptive messages. So everything I've done is in here. So today we have added all-auth to our application, and also we have managed the booking list permissions. That is, if you are the staff, you will see all the bookings, and if you are not staff, you will see only your bookings. That's the logic we did today. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll do git merge. Okay, just a second, just to make sure. See this, we are on the branch all-auth, about which I talked in the beginning of the video, and now I'm going to switch to branch, our master branch. So if I say git branch, you can see this, I'm on all-auth. This star and this green signifies that. Now to go to master branch, I do git checkout master. If you're not understanding what I'm doing here, basically I'm just doing some normal git stuff. That's version control system, the git version control system. If you want to learn about Git and GitHub, I'll link in the I button up there. Learn about it, it's super useful. Okay, it will save you hours of time. Whatever level you are, you're a beginner, you're a pro, you need to use Git, GitHub or Bitbucket or any version control system. Okay, so now I'm going to do git merge, and what's the name of our branch? all-auth. And that's it, we have merged everything. That is settings.py, urls.py, hotelviews.py, and these are the additions that we made. Okay, so if you go over here, yeah, this is the addition. It wasn't there before, right? It came right now. So now if we check git status, okay, everything is good. Now I'm going to do git push, so the code will be accessible to you. You get it? I'll link it in the description below. You can use the code, you can do whatever you want with it. It's a MIT licensed code, so everything free in this free world, right? So yeah, that's it for this video. In the next video, we are going to make our HTML for this panel, and this booking list is going to be our admin panel. I'll change the booking list name to something else. We'll have all the bookings and everything very well arranged and beautiful. It won't look this ugly, just a bunch of text, right? It shouldn't look that way. And also, when we log in as our customer, we'll use the same code like our admin panel over there also. So it would be kind of reusability of code. You get it? So that will be in the next video. So if you learned something new, hit the like button, share this video if you want, and also subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you stay tuned. Bye bye.